is some of these bloggers, some of these spies, and some rappers in Cameroon that were spying and giving him information. That's the people I call Judases. Asshole.
This ain't about views and likes, man. This is about bars.
Woo! Y'all gon' make me lose my mind.
I came.
And I mean, this is the last I'm gonna mention Jovi. I promise.
Yeah, please don't make this a Jovi conversation, please.
One last thing, because he dropped that song called Mentality. I don't know if you ever got caught that glimpse of that.
Yeah, I heard of Mentality.
Was that supposed to be a diss track to Lyrical Joe?
I don't know, brother. I don't know. Trust me, I do not know.
That's fine. And then when he dropped the One Stone, this is what I got from him. Besides the fact that you were dissing Lyrical Joe, this is what I got from him. Like, damn, yo, these motherfuckers can't stand up to this dude, man. So let me come here and take charge.
Okay. The first reason why I did One Stone, because before I came back to rap music, as I told you, I started rapping in 2006. I took a break 2010, only to come back in 2020.
Okay.
You feel me? So when I came back, as far as rap was concerned, the topic at the time was there was a rapper going up against, a certain rapper going up against Cameroon, or a certain rapper going up against a Jovi or whatever. So when I listened to it, it wasn't just the Jovi issue is between him and Jovi. Where my problem is he addressed, and I'm telling you again, I am a Pan-Africanist. He put Cameroon on the table and started disrespecting Cameroon. He talked to, I know he's apologized. Before I know he's apologized for that. I watched it. Shout out to him. I respect the fact that he did that. I'll come to that later on. He mentioned the natural disaster that we had in Cameroon, which is not funny at all. African countries, we all have natural disasters. Ghana has or had floods, a lot of floods in the past, and it's still happening to this day. I do my homework. I cannot be proud of seeing my Ghanaian brothers dying from a natural disaster, and then I put in a diss track. He talked about the political situation. He mentioned something about your English brothers, and that was serious. It's people dying out here. You feel me? So for me, like, if he mentioned the name of Cameroon one more time, I'm going to get at him. And that's what I did. So I don't have nothing personal with Lyrical Joe. The fact that he mentioned Cameroon, and he's not alone, is some of these bloggers, some of these spies, and some rappers in Cameroon that were spying and giving him information. That's the people I call Judases. Those are the Judas that I was going to kill together with him when I said on the diss track. So that was my reason for dissing him.
So, and shout out to Lyrical Joe. I mean, since you heard that at the interview, you also heard like he was getting threatening messages and emails and DMs and stuff like that too.
It's rather unfortunate.
You know what I mean? Which is crazy.
It's rather unfortunate. If anybody understands what hip hop is all about, a diss or beef is part of the sport. It's part of the sport, and under no circumstance should you disregard. If you were born by a woman, you got a mother, should you disregard somebody's mom? Should you disregard? I know what to do. I know the things I can say, but I cannot cross that line. So when you heard in One Stone the things I said, I cannot diss a whole country. I cannot. There are people that represent that flag in that country. You might even your ancestors might even come from the same people that you're killing or that you're saying foul things about. Because this is West Africa. We was once one. Like, we had empires around here. It's only migrations and colonization that had us separated and chopped us up like this. But then my culture, I don't look at the present culture that was built by colonization. My culture goes far beyond before slavery and colonization. So for me, I looked at him like he disrespected Cameroon by saying that. So I went at him for that reason. Nothing else. He's a dope MC. Not even gonna lie to you. I even have a lot in common with him. After I watched his interview, I realized I had a lot in common with him. The same fight that Lyrical Joe is fighting in Ghana is the same type of fight that I'm fighting in Cameroon. So we have a lot in common, and I respect him. He's a lyricist. Like
and he gave you a shout out. And he remembered your name too. You know what I'm saying?
Back to him. I heard it. Back to him.
He
should keep doing what he's doing.
Yeah. So somebody said, we still on the beat, when you diss LJ, were you expecting a reply, or you just did it to tell LJ that you got good rappers like him and Kamel?
I was waiting for a reply the next day.
Yeah.
When I did it, I had a back-to-back. Me and my team, we had planned a back-to-back and another back-to-back. Believe me, I was ready. Because I know he's a lyricist. He's a lyricist, so I know he was going to get back at me. You feel me? So I waited, and he did not. So I don't know. Whenever he want to get back at me, I'm waiting. I'm an MC. Let's do it. That's sport. Let's do it, bro. But if not, then it's all love. Shout out to Ghana. Shout out to him.
Adrizi Dia, I don't know. He's from Cameroon. He's like, I want to ask him why he used the line, how you disrespect God and want to make it to heaven. Stone.
There we go. There we go again. That should be a Jovi fan. That should be a Jovi fan.
And then he goes on and says, and then in his freestyle, I didn't hear you mention the God. Does it mean that he used the God to earn attention and disrespect him in the next minute?
That's not a hip-hop fan. You see that fan right there? That's
what you doing in the comment section? Tell him.
what he doing in the comment section? He's not a fan of hip-hop. What he's doing in this conversation, it's not a hip-hop fan. I know you got the answer to that question. You already know because your relationship with hip-hop over the years. That's not a hip-hop fan. That's just a wannabe. And that's probably somebody not even conscious enough.
For sure, homie. Okay, some people just give you a shout-out. Just keep doing what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? He's like, I don't have any questions. Shout out to Ronald Kinsley. So I don't have any questions for Kim B. He deserves all the best. Much love. Someone like, yo, stop playing, man. It's Kim B in the building. Ask Kim B how he rates Shadow Boxer, and if you like to do any collaborations with him. You know Shadow Boxer from Sierra Leone?
Of course I know Shadow Boxer. Of course I know Shadow. I gotta know a lyricist. I cannot be a lyricist or an MC without recognizing or knowing. I know all the MCs in Africa, believe me. As a matter of fact, I try to reach out to him. I'm one of those rappers that if keeping aside the fact that I'm an upcomer, even if I was up there in that pedestal, if I see a dope MC, I'm reaching out to you. I'm that type of rapper. I think I reached out to him. I don't know if he saw it, but my team is gonna try to reach out to him again. Shadow Boxer is.
Shout out to all Shadow Boxers fans out here that are listening. Shout out to all of y'all. I know y'all got connect. And actually, I did talk very briefly on my DM as well, man. You know, I'm gonna try and get Shadow Boxer on here. And yeah, man, we'll see how it goes, bro. We work in the background, man. Don't worry.
That is
man.
That's what Cal De Niro wants. Let's all unite and make this great music for the top MCs in Africa. Let's make great music together. And we're gonna use our music to unite the continent.
For real. And then just remind me, I might forget, but I do want to ask you a question about how certain rappers it's almost like they don't want to give off a bit of like fame or like, for instance, like, you know, one of the biggest Cal De Niro's, I think, I don't know, he hasn't told me directly, but I think his biggest issue with South Korea and even Calligraph Jones to a degree is the fact that they don't want to give him the shine. You know what I'm saying? But we will talk about that in a minute. Just hold on that thought, man, because I think it will be a more conversation. Oh my God, it's just an advice. Keep on pushing, bro. You will surely hit Africa and the world at large.
Thank
you. Do you have any plans? That was from Abdul Tar. And the next one is from Dalton Weeks. He goes, does he have any plans featuring Cal De Niro in the near future? And also, what are your opinions on the Kenyatta diss track? Is dissing healthy in Africa rap music?
First of all, I'm going to start with if I have any plans. Of course, I have plans with a lot of projects with Cal De Niro. As I said, he's a brother right now. It's not even like a partner no more. He's a brother. So, of course, it's a lot. I've been a fan before becoming, you know, a partner and a brother eventually. So, of course, there's a lot of projects coming on. And any rapper that Cal De Niro asked me to do a feature with in Sierra Leone, I'm hopping on. Any. I owe him a lot, so any. And then what other question they asked? They said,
what are your opinions on Kenyatta diss track? And do you think dissing each other is helpful for African rap music?
Kenyatta diss track is epic. Epic.
It's dope.
I put it on that.
I thought, before you move on, I thought he was on the borderline disrespectful sometimes. But anyways, I told him that. He talking about my nigga's girlfriend having HIV and shit. I'm like, yo, that's below the belt, bro.
Cal De Niro is disrespectful when it comes to beat. He takes it serious because he's an orthodox hip hop, orthodox rapper. So he really gets into it.
For real, man. But anyways, I told him that shit in my interview with him. I'm like, yo, bro, that was a little below the belt. He's like, yo, man,
but believe me, I know Calligraph Jones listened to the diss track and like, okay, I got competition right here. You feel me? I know he listened like, I got competition. And just to answer the question of that fan, beef or dissing is part of hip hop. It's a sport, as I'm saying. So, but then we should not go ahead and promote senseless beef. Right. But then it's gonna help the culture. I became popular in Africa off a diss track, like it or not. Like it or not. I was one stone.
That's why I fuck with beef. Hey, I love beef music, yo. But like for me, what pisses me off is like fans don't understand that beef is not personal.
No, it's not. It's not. Unless you talk about other beef like beyond music. Anybody that you see they have a diss on a track and then goes beyond that, then they had another problem. That is not musically related to, you know, the problem that they had. They had something else, a different discrepancies that they have been sharing probably in the past. Yeah, they had different discrepancies, and that's not the type of diss in hip hop that Africa needs. If you got a problem with a guy, if you got a real problem, if you can meet me up, let's chop it up man to man, face to face. But if we got a musical beef or diss, let's handle it musically. Yeah. So it's necessary. It is.
Yeah, I love beef music, man. Trust me, man. I love it.
It is nice.
I do. And because it's like, especially during the Corona season, like, yo, if it wasn't for beef music, what the fuck are we gonna do? You know what I'm saying?
Word.
It's like,
it's always like part of it. Jay-Z, Nas, you feel me? Tupac, B.I.G., the list is long. 50 Cent, Ja Rule, even before then. You feel me? It goes far beyond. It goes far beyond.
So
Cannabis. All right, go ahead.
Are we expecting any single or any project coming out from you soon? What was the timeline on that one? And you want to talk about
Okay, so this is it. My singles or some of the songs in my album is already done. You feel me? Okay. But before that, I'm gonna be dropping certain body of work. Like I'm gonna be dropping little a body of work like Rap Identity. You know the Rap Identity that I dropped. We're
gonna do a reaction to it, man. You feel me?
I'm gonna be dropping like 4 more type of projects like that before my single. I'm gonna be dropping like 4 more before my single. So there is Rap Citizen. So the first one is Rap Identity. So my catalog is gonna look like this. It's gonna be in an orderly manner. One leads to another. One leads to another. You feel me? Just like Kendrick Lamar type of shit. Like my album, before it comes out, you should be able to explain the journey where I came from until, you know, I put my song out. And DKA, I gotta tell you, I've been in the industry just 5 months since I came back, 4 or 5 months. Some people think I've been here for a year, like what I'm doing right now. I just came back. It's been 5 months, so I know they're expecting a lot from me. So I'm gonna give them these different projects before my single, and it's gonna be Rap Citizen, Rapaholic, you know, and it goes down and that's it. Just to let them know I can rap first. You gotta let people know you can rap first before you can't just come on and drop a single.
And keep doing it, man, because you know you're doing this shit, you know. So I got a couple of questions here, man. Shout out to Joe Agad, and then shout out to, they all asking about the same thing. Right here, it says King B. What made you go into the collabo with Cardinero, with them niggas, who is presently the best rapper in Africa, without a doubt? Okay.
My God.
Secondly,
I'm not answering that. Trust me.
secondly, what was the collab? Was the collabo in any way helpful for you? So hold on that thought before, because I think there's another question similar to that. How do you feel to collaborate with the present king of Africa, Cardinero, in We Them Niggas? How does the song create impact in you?
So I think I've answered some of those, a part of that question. I've answered, but then it did a lot. It put me, not only did it make me more popular in Africa, it gave me a huge fan base in Sierra Leone. It gave me a family in Sierra Leone, and it gave me a brother in Cardinero. So We Them Niggas actually is part of my success. It's part of my success. You feel me? It really put me up there, and I am shout out to Cardinero. I'm appreciative, and I'm still waiting.
This happened for a reason, right? I mean, the fact that homeboy pulled out and then you pulled in and then boom, you out there, man. So shout out to you too for hopping on. Yeah. And I heard Cardinero told me like he gave you the track within a day. You had that shit sent back to me.
Yeah. Within 6 hours, I gave him a verse.
I'm like, damn, son, your homeboy was probably out here like, what the fuck? You just like, well, how did that happen? You just like, you knew what to say. Like, what was going on, man? You already had like a verse.
Nah, I had not. He just called me like we're chilling right now, and my phone, boom, I see a VN, a voice note. Boom, I pick it up, and Cardinero is like, yo, are you on to do this? Can you give me a verse? I'm like, yeah. I had not written nothing. I had not even listened to the beat and nothing. So when he sent me the beat, I'm like, all right, I'm going to start writing. So when you are MC, these are the things you're able to do. When you are somebody that come from that golden era of hip-hop, that's what you're able to do, because I have been building myself up, for this. So when he came in, I'm just like, all right, let me do my thing. I did it.
Okay. What do you think you're most comfortable in terms of rapping? Like, you most comfortable rapping in English or your the Bantu dialect?
English. You can already tell I'm comfortable in English.
Yeah.
It's my comfort zone. And then secondly, my Bantu language, Kenyan, and then thirdly in Pidgin.
Okay.
So that's the last. Like I barely do it in Pidgin sometimes, but sometimes I put it in there just to let them know, okay, because Pidgin is a Creole language. Yeah. So this is it. I don't use it a lot in my music, because all Creole languages, it doesn't matter where they came from, even if it came from Spain, from Spanish or English, they are looked upon as inferior. Like the colonial masters look at it inferior, like it or not. And that's my problem. Creole languages are considered not. So it came about because the slave masters or colonial masters, because it's the same, trust me, they did not think that an African is capable of articulating himself in English in that top proper level. So they gave us the Creole, you feel me? And that's why they hated people like Kwame Nkrumah, who could really articulate themselves at that time. Patrice Lumumba, Thomas Sankara, and the list is long. These people had to die because of the knowledge of these. So I cannot promote the Creole. In school over here, we used to get punished, get chastised for speaking in Creole. And then I finish up, and then I want to, do music, and you want me to do it in the same language that I use it in the street. Like we use it, like me and the niggas in the house right now, most of the time we're gonna use it. But then it's not for me. I wouldn't promote my kids. I wouldn't tell them to speak it, because eventually it's gonna affect your English, the way you express yourself in English and so on.
In Africa, I couldn't speak Pidgin in the house for whatever reason, man. Which now I'm like, damn, I wish I could.
Yeah, because see, the Francophones, people that were colonized by the French, don't have a Creole. They have just French and the mother tongue. And if you look at it in Cameroon, I look at it like if you can see a person that articulates himself better in English is somebody that is educated. But the Francophones, even if they don't go to school, they have a certain level of, you know, proficiency when it comes to, you know, French. So a Creole is always going to hinder, because when they give you a Creole, how can you even stand against your people out there? How can you represent your people, for example, in the United Nations and all these other organizations? How do you stand for your people? So for me, a Creole was always given because they look at us inferior, and I don't like it. We're not inferior, we're kings.
So the Will freestyle, man, were you spazzing out on somebody in particular? It sounded like you were spazzing out, bro. I mean, you were just spazzing out. Like, who the fuck were you talking to?
I was talking to people who don't know what hip hop is all about, and they have a lot to say about it.
Okay.
People who are just talking about hip hop because it is popular, because it carries a certain level of swag. So there's something I want to say. They talk about rap not being, of course, in Africa, rap is not the most popular genre in Africa, but globally, it is the biggest genre. It dominated pop. It dominated like a long time ago. So they talk about that not being popular, but then some of their Afro-pop singers carry the swagger of rappers. Why are you walking around carrying out, you know, hip-hop rapper swaggers, and then you down look, you want to look at hip-hop like it ain't the shit? We're the shit. Rappers is the shit. Because, you know, your son want to dress like a rapper. Your son want to carry himself as a rapper. He want to talk like a rapper. Some of these Afro-pop niggas be, you know, the persona, they carry rap personas. You feel me? So it's always, it has a lot of influence on our day-to-day life as Africans, hip-hop. And I like it because it is a Black culture. It is a Black culture, so it should influence us, as opposed to a white culture influencing us. So a lot of people don't even know where that came from. So hip-hop till I die.
That's it, man. Hey, I'm going to do a bit of rapid fire. I'm going to say a name, a person, a song, a country. The first thing that comes to your head, you tell me. Don't think too much about it.
All right, word.
Caldinero.
African legend.
Lyrical Joe.
Dope rapper.
Sarkodie.
Dope rapper.
Cameroon.
My country.
Sierra Leone.
My second country.
Donald Trump.
Asshole.
Coronavirus.
Global pandemic.
Hey, yo, man. Let's move on. Let's do a video reaction. Thanks, asshole.
Man, it means a lot to me. And what you're doing is just what you're doing is just out of this world, because you are over there. You are Ghanaian. Am I right?
Yeah, I'm from Ghana, yeah.
And this is the type of thing that Caldinero be talking about. You feel me? You did not. Lyrical Joe is from Ghana, but you did not take sides. You looked at it like, okay, this is hip hop. When you interviewed Lyrical Joe, I followed up the interview, and you did not take sides. You said what you had to say, and that's what we need. You did an interview. You promoted Lyrical Joe, and you are promoting me right now. That's what we need. Yeah. And that's why they got to respect Caldinero. That's what he wants. I'm still waiting for a shout out to Sonti. I think Sonti from Nigeria. So he does reaction videos too, rap reaction videos. Oh, Sean.
Oh, yeah, that guy. Yeah, yes. Shout out to Sean,
you know
man.
Him?
Yeah. I hit him up on his DM one time, yeah.
He from Nigeria?
Yeah, he's cool, man. Yeah. He's a cool guy.
So see, every time I drop something, he was one of those people that after listening to One Stone, he's like, this is the dopest diss track he heard from Cameroon and one of the dopest in Africa. And man, it meant a lot to me. You feel me? Me coming up, and it meant a lot to me. So shout out to brothers who step out of the comfort zone to do this. And we got to realize that we keep these colors aside, keep all these different colors and countries and flags that we fly. At the end of the day, we are the same. Look at West Africa, we're just this tiny. Africa is one. And then talk about West Africa, we're just this tiny. You might have come from Cameroon. I might have come from Ghana. My ancestors are from Nigeria. History told me that. So at the end of the day, let's just get together, man, and do this as far as it's positive. But I know you cannot see something that is not talented and co-sign it. Call a spade a spade. If it's not good, let me know, bro. You feel me? Let's not promote trash. This is hip hop.
Hey, that's what I'm saying, man. But if you become big and you put out some trash shit, you know I'm gonna be in.
I cannot. I can't. I can't do that, right? I can't like.
I'm just saying.
I'm cut from a different cloth. If I run short of materials, I'ma just start co-signing young niggas. So a lot of these niggas run out of materials and they don't know the best way to stay relevant is to co-sign new upcomers, co-sign new talent and put them out there. That's how you're gonna stay in the buzz. Because you cannot keep on putting dope songs for years. The value is gonna start to deteriorate. So you see, to stay relevant, you gotta start co-signing, upcomers or young talent to stay relevant and help the culture at the end of the day.
Definitely. So what do you think about because like honestly, man, FBI cursing me out. When I did that Sarkodie song, reaction I didn't like, they were out here on my neck. Like as a musician, as an artist, what would you rather have? Like somebody has something to say about you, and I thought I was being constructive. I wasn't even being like derogatory.
No, when you did what you did with the Sarkodie situation, you were being honest. I watched it with Raj, like we watched it together, and you were being honest because the proof, as I said, is in the pudding. The proof is in the pudding. Most of the time, the proof. Go check, open the pudding, you can see. And what you said about Sarkodie was he used an already, a verse that he already spit on the BET freestyle, which we all saw on a song with Manifest. And that's not very MC-like. That's not rapper-like. It's not at all. That's not rapper-like at all. So, maybe in his defense, he had a lot in his plate. He couldn't come out with a verse that soon.
No. Well, his fans, I don't know if he said this, and I don't know. I don't follow Sarkodie on any platforms. I don't know. But his fans...
All right, go ahead.
His fans said, like, yo, immediately after the cipher, he said that he was going to put it on the actual track and then send it out there because, like, he thought the message was too deep just to be on the freestyle. But I'm like, okay, that's cool, man. But like, you don't take that information and try to use that address like
again. No, you cannot. That is not. If people, it's just people that don't come from that background. Some of his fans come from Afro-pop background because he has a lot of Afro-pop oriented songs. So I can't blame such fans, but they shouldn't talk. If you're not from this background, don't get in the conversation. Don't get in the comment section.
Don't get in the comment section.
Don't
get in the comment section. And then you got all these motherfuckers fucking riding his dick. Like, yo, he done some shit. I'm like, I have nothing against the lyrics. I have nothing against the flow, the delivery. Everything was on point. Even the message is on point because I heard it. Right? Yes. But like, trying to take it like president. No, I can't rock with that. Anyways.
No, you cannot do that. It just don't work. It just don't work.
We cannot make these African rap. We want them to do well. We can't make them do well if we like.
No, they just want us to listen, bruh. It's that slave mentality. Some of us still have it. They just want us to stay inferior. That's it. They want to put us on that low self-esteem, boat, so we could ride and cruise on it. But brothers like me, I'm not gonna accept it. I'm self-esteem to the roof.
Word.
It's black. Our brothers came from us. Why would I? That's voodoo, for example. Voodoo is an African culture. Voodoo came from Yoruba land. Yeah. It's been practiced today in I think in Haiti. Yeah, it's been practiced in Haiti. It's been practiced in Brazil. But check this out. Africa has lost.
You go to
in America. But yeah, exactly. So Africa has lost because when those slaves were going, they took voodoo along. You feel me? That's part of our culture. So when they took it, it's still being practiced at the top level over there. We have lost the power of voodoo in Africa. You feel me? So if I need some voodoo power to connect with my ancestors, I'm gonna need to go to Haiti. That's the top. That's where they do it to the top. So if you need another other culture that we have, you can come down here if they're lacking in that culture over there. You feel me? But it's just the same. It's the same.
I see, man. That's it, yo. Anything else you want to tell your fans, man? Let them know what's up. You're working on. We've been here for like damn near 3 hours, bro.
I know. It's been like I just want to say thank you to the fans. Since day one, thank you to my brothers. Shout out to the whole team. Shout out to Raj. Let me start with over here in Cameroon. Shout out to Raj. Shout out to Apple Squad. Shout out to Colux, because he's doing a lot underground. Like a lot of people don't know what he be doing. Shout out to him. I said something in my on my freestyle. Will, I said the one and only Colux is one of the guys in Apple Squad. So I'm just saying, like, shout out to them. Shout out to the fans who have been there from day one. Shout out to my people from Manu. Shout out to my people from the Northwest. Shout out to all the fans, people that fuck with me. Thank you for the support. Let's grow together. And shout out to all the rappers that I called. Shout out to all the rappers that I called. In Cameroon, we got to get together, man. Even Afro-pop singers, we got to get together and build. And shout out to Nigeria. Shout out to Sierra Leone, especially. That's my second country. Don't forget, I said so. Shout out to Rio de Janeiro. Shout out to Ghana. Shout out to South Africa. Shout out to Kenya, Ethiopia, Somali. Shout out to all the fans. I even got a fan in Sudan. I'm so surprised. I got one over there. Shout out to my brothers in Sudan. Like, let's get together. Africa unite. That's all I got to say.
Yo, man, that's the end of our conversation with my man, Can Be Swagg. You know what I'm saying? From the three. Oh, no, never mind. Cross that out. That's my.
Let's go.
It's my man, Can Be Swagg. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget him on fucking social medias, man. Like, and follow him. You'll help him grow, man. My man got talent. He's back.
I go, I just want to announce, like, I'm not signed. I'm unsigned. I'm not affiliated to no record label right now. The only record label you hear me mentioning is the one that I co-own with my man Raj. That's K-Rash Record. You feel me? We're still building that, but I'm not signed yet. I'm unsigned. If you think I was affiliated to whatever house, it's not the case no more. I am unsigned. I just had to put that out there.
Y'all heard it. Y'all heard it right here, man. Y'all heard it right here, man. My man's out here. He freelancing with his shit right here. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, yo, hit up King B Swagg, man. If you wanna work with him, you know what I'm saying? That's it, man. So without further ado, we out here, man. Peace.
DKA too cold for them. Yeah, big bro for them. When he's on set, too cold for them. Yeah. Yo, funny nigga.
Hey, yo, man. Y'all heard it right here. Y'all heard it right here, man. Y'all need to shut the fuck up and listen to bars.